What are the complex landlord-tenant laws for lease agreements? Imagine you're renting out a property or looking to lease one, and suddenly the rules seem like a maze. That's because landlord-tenant laws are detailed and vary depending on where you live. These laws are designed to protect both sides and make sure everything stays fair. Let's break down some key points to help you understand what makes lease agreements complex but manageable. First, a lease agreement is a legal contract that states the rules for renting a property. It covers how much rent is paid, how long the lease lasts, and what responsibilities each party has. For leases longer than 12 months in many places like California, the agreement must be in writing. But if the lease is less than a year, an oral agreement can be enforceable, though written is always safer. Language can be a big part of these laws. In California, landlords are required to provide lease agreements in the tenant's primary language if they mainly speak Spanish, Chinese, Tagalog, Vietnamese, or Korean. This helps prevent misunderstandings and fraud. If a translated lease isn't provided, tenants can bring a translator to the signing. Not following this rule can make the lease invalid, which is especially important in communities with many Asian American tenants. Tenants have rights that landlords cannot ignore. These include limits on how much a security deposit can be, usually no more than 2 months, rent for a standard lease. Tenants also have the right to get their deposit back within 21 days after moving out, provided they leave the property in good condition. Rent increases are often capped, like in California where they cannot go up more than 5% plus inflation or 10% total each year. Tenants also have the right to a safe and clean living space, and landlords must give notice before entering the property, usually 24 hours in advance. In some cities like Los Angeles or Santa Ana, there are extra rules called rent stabilization and just cause eviction laws. These laws limit how much rent can increase and specify reasons a landlord can evict a tenant. For example, a landlord can only evict for reasons like unpaid rent, lease violations, or illegal activity. They cannot evict just because they want to raise rent or for no reason at all. Lease agreements also specify how either party can end the lease early. Usually, tenants must give 30 days notice if they plan to leave or 60 days if they have a longer lease. Landlords might requiring a certain notice period too. Sometimes, breaking the lease early can mean paying a penalty or losing the security deposit. Security deposits are another important part of these laws. Landlords can charge a deposit to cover damages or unpaid rent but must return it within a set time frame after the tenant moves out. They are also responsible for keeping the property in good condition and making repairs quickly if needed. Finally, if disagreements happen, tenants and landlords can go to court or contact housing agencies for help. Not following lease laws can lead to legal issues, so understanding these rules helps everyone stay protected. For Asian American communities, knowing these laws and providing translated agreements or interpreters can build trust and prevent problems. Being aware of local rules and protections makes managing or renting property smoother and more fair for all involved.